I'm Danica Patrick, and I'm pretty intense.
I had a very special experience of being able to meet His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And that is really his message,
Yes, very
is
much.
to have everyone be able to get along and have there be tolerance for difference and tolerance for, I have heard that, there are, people that practice other religions that come to your synagogue. Right. So it's kind of interesting because you came from a background of being more of an atheist, really, from what I understand.
Right, for many years.
And then going into religion specifically and diving all the way in and believing much more in religion and really not in spirituality. So, here I'm looking at these messages from two different religions and you having this very inclusive demeanor to you. But yet you're fixed on religion.
Let me tell you my problem with spirituality as opposed to religion. First of all, I wouldn't say I believe in religion and not spirituality. Okay. I think spirituality is an essential part of religion. It's at the core. My problem with spirituality is alone. When people say I'm spiritual but not religious, I always want to ask them, how much do you give to charity? Because religion is the organized community's response to the promptings of spirituality. So I know in my synagogue, there are people who suffered losses. The community brings them meals, the community supports them, the community checks in with them, the community visits them, because that's what religion does. But if I say I'm a spiritual person, what obligations do I have as a result of being spiritual? None. But if I say I'm a religious so-and-so has to do the following things. And I'm always suspicious of things that make us feel good about ourselves, but don't obligate us to do something for someone else. And that's why I think it's dangerous to say what matters is spirituality and not religion, because that's saying what matters is feeling and not action.
I don't totally agree, because I don't think that here's how I would describe, and again, I'm by no means in your position. I've had my own history and lineage of where I've gone in my life with religion, being in and out. But to me, spirituality is saying, I don't attach myself to one religion. Spirituality is saying, I believe in a collective idea, or, so it's not that I don't believe I should give. I absolutely give to charity. I absolutely give to the people around me.
I didn't say that people say they shouldn't give. I'm saying spirituality alone doesn't contain those obligations. And to say...
I didn't know that there was really an obligation to give, even if I was in religion. I was a Catholic.
In Judaism, Catholicism, don't you pass around the plate?
Yes, and
but if you're spiritual, nobody's giving you a plate, right?
It's true.
And that to me is the difference. And it almost like when people say I pick and choose from different religions, I want to say to them almost, you don't speak lots of languages at once. You speak religion is a language. Judaism is the language I speak to God. Other people speak other languages. But the more you know your language and the deeper you go into it, the more you can express. I think I can be more universal the more Judaism I know. So for me, you got to go deep, not broad. I'm sure that in your sport, you had to have a deep and detailed knowledge. That's what made you excellent. Sure. You couldn't say, I think I'll get in a car and drive around. You had to really know it. So I think when someone really knows their tradition, if they have deep roots, that's what gives you broad branches.